All right, what is up? What is up? Welcome to a brand new episode of Degrees Couch Chronicles. And this is somehow our second to third time trying to run this back. Slightly annoyed, but we're going to get it done. It's because it's hot. We're outside with this episode yet again.
Summertime.
It's summertime.
Expect the vibes.
Expect the vibes for sure. But it's time to throw away the long sleeves. Take out it's that time. Don't even think about anything that's a long sleeve shirt. Throw them shits, burn them shits. All right.
Burn them.
It's so like I'm so serious. It's so hot. You put that on, you'll be making all the mistakes you've ever made when it comes to your body temperature.
And for some of these jobs, y'all gotta like give uniforms like accordingly. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, like I think UPS, right, and USPS, they got the shorts, right?
The quarter short.
Yeah, I don't know about FedEx. I don't know too much about FedEx, but I know about the quarter shorts when it comes to the UPS drivers and USPS drivers for sure.
Yeah,
they'd be quick to throw them shits on as soon as the summer.
And
they gotta work all year round too. Like you gotta think about that.
I mean, they get like a few sprinkled holidays here and there.
I don't know what type of holidays they get. I feel like they deliver like all year round. Don't you think?
Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Memorial Day.
They deliver all year.
They don't deliver on Christmas.
Really?
Yes, I'm telling
Shit,
you.
Man. I thought they did.
Have you ever seen a package of it on Christmas?
I mean, I tried to. They was stealing my shit.
These niggas need time off, bro.
But you know what I mean? We're out here. We got some topics for you today, and we gonna get to them. You know what I mean? Just so we could hurry up out of this heat. But you know,
yeah.
Let's get it.
I was watching Zoe 101, and it kind of made me think about what would you put in a time capsule? It was a time capsule episode. If you don't remember, go watch it. Zoe 101 is on Netflix or whatever, Hulu. What would you put in a time capsule and why?
It's gonna be easy because you know we said it before. I'm gonna put my beat maker in there with my name on it, graffiti. You can for sure know whose beat maker this is. Paint and everything. Shit that's gonna last 30 years, 30, 40 years or whatever.
It'll be 100 years.
Yeah, 100.
For real, because think about.
You think they really do some excavating in the future? I don't think they will.
I do.
Yeah, whatever's gonna last for 1,000 years. I would put my beat maker there because I feel like in my core I'm a musician, beat maker, and that would be, you know, if they understand what it is still, that would be something for them to fuck out of here. That'll be something that they'll see and be like, all right, who is this guy? Obviously a beat maker or whatever, musician. You look up the name that's on it and say, oh, J Degrees. I guess this guy was a podcaster, musician, etc. So you'll know who I was on the internet as far as that goes.
Right.
I'll put a quote that's family based. I mean, family, the blood that ties us, stuff like that. You know what I mean? I'll put that in there so you can understand me as a person when it comes to like my core values as far as family and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'd put a picture of me with my girl, whatever, so you can see, oh, this is the guy. You know what I mean? I care about her a lot, so you'll see. Like, all right.
Oh, this guy was in a relationship.
Yeah, you'll put two and two together. You know what I mean? If you look it up, you'll see my family. You know what I mean? Maybe my kids. If
relationship still exists 100 years later. Now reaching. now reaching.
What a reach! But yeah. What about you?
For me, I would definitely put Glow Nude in there. You know,
sure, yeah.
Shop Glow Nude, because I think soap would stand the test of time. I would definitely put some flowers in there. You know, the ganj.
Mhm. You put weed in there for sure.
Yeah, so people can enjoy. And what else? What else would I put in there? I would put some rocks and crystals. Yeah, I'll put some rocks and crystals in there because I feel like no matter what time, again, rocks and stones and crystals have some significance. We just might not know yet.
Mhm. That's true. Energy and all that.
Mhm.
I feel it.
Yeah.
Shit. What do you feel? What do you think people feel about like the crystals and energy? Do you think people like really give into that stuff?
I feel like there's some like reality when it comes to it. Like there's some realness and shit like that when it comes to crystals. I definitely am one of those people that believes in it.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely energy feeling.
I like the amethyst one.
Yeah.
That shit looks cool. The purple one.
Yeah, that shit is nice.
What else we got?
But in the topic of family, how do you feel about family when it comes to burning bridges and just family doing shit that's like not really right and it would consider like an act of a stranger.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people hide behind, like in your family, the people in your family, they hide behind the family tag and just feel like it's whatever, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
they feel like just because your family, like, yo, you should be doing this for me, or you should be supporting me. And some people, like, they are your family and they don't support. We talked about that, you know what I mean?
yeah.
I could care less because at the end of the day, I know you're only family because of this blood.
Right.
So at the end of the day, yeah, you're probably a stranger. You could be a stranger. You behave like a stranger. You know what I mean? And like I said, my pet peeve is like when certain family reach out to you and you know it's for monetary gain. Like you see that number, you see that name, and it's like, oh man, what does this person want? I don't have it. So that kind of stains your blood when it comes to that family member, no matter who they are. So I feel like for the whole family, like for the family and like family this, family that, it really gets skewed because it's the blood that ties you. You know what I mean? And some people feel like a lot of people hide behind that mask. You know what I mean?
They definitely do. They definitely do. And it's all behind this blood is it's thicker than water.
That was a book. I had that book.
Yeah.
That was a book.
I don't know. I just feel like there's certain things that if it's so important to you, the family title, there's certain things that you shouldn't do when it comes to your family. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you can be a stranger real quick for me personally.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't like when you hit me up, tell me whoever's what the new update, like, you know, this and that passed away,
right?
And now we're going to, oh man, we gotta kick it, and then like you go to the funeral or whatever, and it's the same old stuff. You know what I mean, man? We really gotta catch up more, and then it's the same thing again, and it's the same thing again. Like you're only hitting me up to tell me somebody that passed away. It's the same thing. So I really don't like when I don't like that when it comes to family. You know what I mean? I like family fun days, and doing fun shit, Thanksgiving dinners, Christmas dinners, like
heavy on the dinners, bro.
We used to do those a lot. Yeah. We used to really do those a lot, man. So I really like the good stuff, man. Honestly, if we're being honest, I don't like that other stuff.
Yeah. So I feel like it's just the fact that there's so many different personalities in a family, so it makes it hectic.
Yeah.
Still, but family or not, what do you think are some valuable life lessons? It doesn't necessarily have to be about family. It could just be about, like, you know, random shit in general. Like, what do you think are valuable lessons to have in life?
I feel like the more you can know about securing yourself financially, the better you are. Because people like to say money doesn't do anything, or money is this and money is that, but it's very important. So when it comes to like me trying to tell like a younger sister or whatever what's going on, like things I feel like you should really starting to get behind, it's always gonna be like money. Like how can you secure more than one streams of income? You know what I mean?
Right.
Really get behind that. And I like to definitely tell my youngest, you know, people and all that stuff. Like when I was talking to my other sister, not you, I was like, if I was to give you $1 million right now, what would you do with it? She was like, oh, I'll buy this car, I'll get this education. Like a lot of the money was being spent, right? And then I stopped her. I was like, out of everything you just, like, she spent like maybe at least 500,000 of the $1 million, and none of it was in anything that was gonna recoup that money. So I was like, all right, this is the first mistake you made. You didn't even use any of the money so far to reaccumulate some of the money back. So I just gave you $1 million and you spent it like it was $20.
And you know, the thing is that no matter who you are, if you don't know how to maneuver, that money is always going to get spent. Because think about the person who have never had $1 million before, and now you're telling me that I have to invest this $1 million, and I ain't never seen even $1,000 before, my nigga. I feel like that's worth saying, you know? Yeah. Not a lot of people are going to handle, I'm personally speaking for myself, I'm not going to handle $1 million well.
That's true, yeah.
Because I'm not in a sense of like hungry to have it, but hungry as far as like certain shit that I got, like debts and shit that I got to pay for. So $1 million is not going to an investment. That's going to my negatives, like my negative balances.
So when do you feel like you'd start spending the money? Because that's what I'm trying to get at, is like, why or how do we get to the
value,
point?
The spending the value of money is not the lesson. The lesson is understanding, like at any moment it's gonna get sticky. Yeah, you might have $1,000 now, but you have to prepare yourself for if you don't have the $1,000. So you got to know how to maneuver. That's what I would say the lesson is is knowing how to maneuver in the streets wise.
Oh, okay.
Because you can get a job anywhere, anytime, any day if you know how to carry yourself and know how to handle yourself.
That's true.
So the $1 million can come now or whenever.
Yeah, I agree. But I also want to teach the value of being able to flip that money when time comes. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, but that also comes with time and lessons because, like I said,
when it comes, like when it's here now, you got to know how to move with the money, like
right. But that's not when she's young. That's not when she's young.
Yeah, but you got to understand that gets taught regardless.
Yeah,
like you don't want to put a lesson before the other. Why not line the lessons up so no matter where you're at.
The new thing is being overstimulated.
You could be blessed with some shit. You know what I mean? You don't know. You could be blessed with like 100K, 100 racks here, and then it's like, I'm about to just spend this on my negatives, and it's honestly, like none of it's going to anything important.
But if you don't have the proper lineage of how to spend that, because if your parents
that's not your fault. That's not your fault.
Exactly,
though.
It's not your fault. But at the end of the day, you're only gonna act accordingly.
True.
And that's it.
That is true. That is the life lesson, though. You got to get from that mind state of survival.
Yes.
Because a lot of people, especially in our community, are still in that survival fight.
And it's not their fault. It's just life.
That's what I like to say. It's not your fault, man.
Nah, man,
definitely not your fault. We're going to go ahead and take a break right here, though. This is a beat by me, J Degrees. Enjoy. All right, welcome back. We're here. Still outside. Still hot as hell.
Yep.
Get your sunblock if you need that.
Yeah.
We're glow nude. We're glow nuding out here, so we're good.
PSA, listen. I don't care if you're black, white, purple, pink. You need sunscreen. Wear it, or you're gonna look like a leather seat.
And in the energy of that, it's hot. We see what's going on in the dating realm, and like I mean, we're observers. We're true observers over here.
High key on the observer.
Yeah, and I'm seeing a lot of patterns of relationships in like.
Yep.
What I'm trying to understand is what standards do you think are there when it comes to courting for men and women? Like, what are men's standards and what are women's standards? What do you think?
I feel like the ideal standard, I don't care what nobody else says or what anybody else wants to say, the standard is the traditional way of doing things, like relationship-wise, with the domestic gender roles.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you're gonna date a guy. What is your checklist for dating that guy? Like, what do you like? Does he have to have a job or not?
It goes along with the standard of domestic gender roles, meaning, the man is supposed to ask me out. The man is supposed to have a job. The man is supposed to be the leader of the household, whatever it means for that.
But are you going to DM a guy with that in your mind?
Yes. And that goes for the people who want to be in a relationship. Now, when you don't want to be in a relationship, your standards is different. Now it's just whoever is a good time.
Okay.
So I feel like there's a battle of two different standards going on. The women and men that want to have party vibes versus the people who want to settle down and have a family. And I feel like when both,
because you do end up with a person who don't believe in a standard of having a job and have there's people who date guys who like throw parties or whatever, and you know what I mean.
But that's your job. If you're getting money from it, that's your job.
Yeah, but I'm saying you just saying like has a job, like certain type of being able to pay for this and that.
I'm saying whatever that
shit don't be black and white like
whatever that domestic gender role is for this time, modernize it, or however you want to. The TikTok relationships, the little whatever you want to modernize it to. The standard of domestic gender roles is still out there, meaning a woman want a man, which is why you see it all the time. A woman want a dominant man. A woman want a man that can assert himself and present himself. So obviously you're going to look for a guy who has a job, and 9 times out of 10, that's a guy who looks, who is employed, who is doing his thing out here and is courting, treats his mom well, stuff like that. You're not going to look for the guy if you're looking to settle down. You're not going to look for the guy who's out here in the club. You're not meeting a husband in the club.
Then why are they going?
You're not looking for a husband at that point. You're looking to have a good time, and people need to know the difference.
So why do they feel like they could come out of the club with husbands?
Because I don't know what world we're living in. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Let's be realistic here. Maybe your husband is at the club, but is his mindset at the club? Yo, I'm looking for my shorty in here. I'm looking for my wife in here. No, you're looking for a quick ting right now.
Yeah, facts.
Your wife is not in the club, bro. Your wife is not at fucking 40/40 or Miami.
So is it all about having a good time then?
For some people, yes. That's why I said there's two different types of people.
Because the marriage rate is low. Like, people aren't in happy relationships. But the statistics, you can pull it up. Gen Z, pull it up. According to statistics, people aren't in happy relationships. Majority of people aren't in happy relationships. So
are we supposed to say, yo, don't get married because
No, I'm saying I'm just saying why is it so? Where are the standards at? Like, how are people courting people? I'm just looking at it from that point.
Well, I'm not in the dating world, but
me either.
I know for me, the way I was courted into this relationship, it was done right, which is why I'm looking to go into the next steps with my partner. If this wasn't the situation, if it was like a yo, what you doing? Let me see what you got on type situation. Obviously, I would debt that because that's not what I'm looking for.
Okay.
So I feel like people need to be a lot more clear and honest with themselves on what they're looking for, because you can't be looking for a husband and out here entertaining men that are not ready. You know what I'm saying? Or vice versa.
What do you feel about the person who feels like they can adjust someone's life to fit their own? I.e., trying to fix a guy or try to change a girl or...
Well, yeah, you can do that, but understand that it's only going to be for the moment that they can squeeze whatever they want out of you. So the moment they don't want this anymore, best believe I'm out of here. No matter what the situation look like, baby in belly, marriage, this document signed.
Do you think everything a baby secures a relationship?
Hell no. I don't think anything secures a relationship other than a relationship wanting to be secured. I feel like the idea that, yo, if I have a baby, I have instant security. The only security you have is securing the last name of the person that you thought that you were going to have.
Do you have to do that? Do you have to put the last name?
You don't necessarily have to do it, but I feel like it's ethical.
Ethical.
I do. I feel like it's ethical regardless of if the person was there, because why would you have your child have your last name as a mom?
Why not?
Why?
But why not, though, is what I'm saying.
Why not? Because that's weird to me personally.
Okay.
That seems a little like bitterish. Aside from like certain situations, that's a little bittery to me. Okay. Certain situations aside, so whatever you're thinking, that's like, yo, that's...
I got nothing.
Aside that. Because I know how the internets work. They like the little jig and jive.
I play devil's advocate. I'm trying to see every side.
I just personally feel like the only way a person wants to be kept is if they make the decision, and men or women say, yo, I do want to be in this relationship.
Yeah.
And sadly, relationships are not a walk in the park. Like, you are two different people trying to coexist in something that like is meant to be linear all the time. Imagine being in a relationship and y'all gotta be copacetic all the time, and this person gets on your fucking nerves.
But it's not.
But you still, just because you get on, like I was saying before, just because you get on my nerves, that doesn't mean you don't love the person. You're just getting on my nerves, bro. Like, you're still a stranger at the end of the day, regardless of if we've been together for 7 years. I didn't know you from Adam.
Yeah, I feel like people at their core are probably sensitive, though. Like, both, whoever. Like, people are just sensitive.
Yeah,
they take things to the heart.
People are sensitive, but a relationship is not freaking cake.
Yeah.
It's really not. It's not ice creams and sunshines and rainbows. If it's meant to work, it's gonna be hard. Because imagine agreeing every single day with a person that's of the opposite sex.
Yeah, it's nuts. And just being around them all the time.
Yeah, or even if it's not of the opposite sex or whatever y'all doing.
Whatever party y'all play. Like, whatever party y'all go to.
Yeah, whatever party you go to, it's hard.
Yeah, true. Moving on. What else we got? We got the vibe for the rest of the year.
Month. It's a new month, guys. So when you're hearing this episode, it would have already been 2 days, 3 days out here.
We're in June.
Yeah,
the audio is you'll be in the second day on June. It's June 1st. Yes. How about that? We say it's June 1st. First of the month. It's Pride Month. You know, happy Pride. Shout out to those.
Happy Pride to who participates.
Yeah, shout out to you. And let's give it.
It's lit.
What do we? Yeah, we want to wait. I guess some people want to wait till the end of June, but whatever. I do it. I like to do it periodically. Where are you at now? It's June. It's 6. 12 out of 6 is halfway into the year.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you at? You know what I mean?
Is analyze the glass half empty or half full for you?
Analyze
right now?
where you're at and where you want to go. For myself, I want to say it's definitely half full. I've managed to, climb a very difficult hill, and I'm almost at the top of that hill, but I was at the bottom. So shout outs to that. You know what I mean?
That's P.
And me securing that hill will help me with what we plan on doing.
Imagine grabbing a whole hill.
I'm here to secure it still.
For me, I feel like I'm the same. It's definitely half full. I just feel like a couple splashes has been, walking with a drink in a crowd of you know how
you got
it goes.
A shot by the time you reach your seat.
Yeah, it's hectic still, but I'm still on a positive note for the halfway mark.
Yeah.
Still excited to see what's further in stores. Maybe you guys will get a lot more exciting news from us.
And we got some merch we're working on.
Yeah, so
you guys can physically buy things from us that we will be selling, because I hear that kind of helps.
Yes, it helps a little bit. If you guys want to help us out,
yeah, if you guys want to help out, we'll have that coming for you. And we got so much coming, man. We're working here. We're working here. So and we definitely like to switch it up. So that's why you see a lot of views sometimes. And yeah, I think it's time for us to get into the music media.
We have music?
Yeah, we do.
All right, let's see what's up with it.
We got Kodak Black, Pistolz Pearlz.
Every time I hear the name Kodak Black, I just think chaos. He's just a walking chaos.
Yeah, Kodak Black, Pistolz Pearlz. I like it. It's very melodic. I feel like a lot of people going down the melodic realm.
Yeah, that's what the whites want to hear,
So we're definitely
being honest.
You guys got melodies.
They're the ones having the barbecues.
So yeah, right. What happened to the Memorial Day barbecues, man? Let's talk about that for a little bit.
Yeah.
There was no barbecues.
Nope,
huh?
I did not smell one burger.
That's crazy.
1 ounce of jerk chicken.
It's because we're the adults now. We don't want to do that.
We not beat for the fucking grill now.
We want to have sections.
Fucking hookah smoke.
Not sausages.
Sections, not sausages. That's hilarious.
So yeah, back to Kodak Black, Pistolz Pearlz. It's a very collaborative project, and it's like it sounds like an executive produced type vibe. Like he has other people, full length songs, and he's not even on some of the songs. But I like it. I probably have 4 or 5 songs off of it, and go check it out. I need to give it some more listens, but
I need to listen because I don't
listen to a little bit of it.
Yeah, a little bit, but I need to hear it again too.
But it's here. I'm a Kodak Black fan, so I'm a go rinse it through a few times.
He always drops bangers.
But if you're looking for something to listen to, Kodak Black, Pistolz Pearlz, and a guy who used to be on a podcast I was a fan of, they kind of separated. I'm talking about the Joe Budden podcast with Rory and Mal. Now only the Joe Budden podcast. And now they have their own show, Rory and Mal, new Rory and Mal. So shout out to them, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Rory dropped something, didn't he?
Rory dropped something. Thought it'd be different. There's a lot of features on there. I thought it'd be different, as in he was gonna be on there making music.
Yeah, last time he threw me for like an okie doke. So I'm like, I'm not tuning into this.
So yeah, it's him, and it's like a collaborative type thing.
Okay, so is he the producer?
He's executive producing it. Like he had some hands in the beats. He had some hands in the writing of the project.
That's lit. That's good for him.
He has a lot of artists on there I'm a fan of. So Conway the Machine's on there. So I like that. There's a lot of Days on there. Division's on there. Ari Lennox is on there. So
snap.
There's some features on there. You know what I mean? So and I like the Rory and Mal podcast. I like the Joe Budden podcast as well too. So.
Yeah,
I checked it out. It's pretty good.
2 different things.
It's melodic too, so that's what I'm saying. It's like an R&B type thing. It's like you play it, and it's like it's taking you for an emotional trip still. So
that's Rory.
Listen at your own convenience still. But it's good music, and it's nice. And I'll rinse it through. I'm not gonna rate it. I'll give it some more plays and see how I feel about it.
Right.
And I think that's it for today, right?
Yeah.
We gave you guys a good one still. We stuck it through for you guys, but you know.
Yeah, because we're at war with the sun.
Yeah. So let's get out of here. We're at war with ourselves. We're at war with everyone outside, but be safe out there, guys. Peace. Definitely at war with the sun.